Hello there guys, and a very warm welcome to today's video where we're on the ground at Innsbruck in this TOM25K 737-800 series aircraft. However, today's flight is heading to London Gatwick in the United Kingdom, so it's a bit of a charter aircraft you could say, or it's the German carrier operating under the English carrier. Not going to go into too much detail about that, because that is going to bore the living daylights out of you. Anyways, a very warm welcome to the video. We're back today. I have my rudder pedals back, which is always a positive sign. We're on this Haribo Troppi Frutti livery today, which is new. It's out. It's on the internet somewhere, which I don't have a clue where I got it from now because it was so long ago. But we're going to be heading to London Gatwick today in this from Innsbruck. As you can tell, the weather at Innsbruck is not that great. If you want to have a quick look around, you can see the visibility is minimal. It's early morning here on the ground at Innsbruck, the famous airport for terrain, and as you can tell, as we turn around, the visibility is literally not helping. It's coming and going quite bad. And obviously we're at Flughafen Innsbruck, and today we're obviously, like I say, London Gatwick. We're not on VATSIM today because there's no air traffic control online, so I've just sort of said to myself now, what's the point doing VATSIM videos when there's no air traffic control? So we're going to get onto the flight deck, and we're going to stand by 1 second. Okay, so there we go. First things first, overhead panel. We'll have battery on, ground power on, and that's going to be quite loud, isn't it? Yes, it is. So that can, emergency lights can come on, and that's not so bad. Try them on, tip signs on, and we'll come down and instantly go into hectopascals. Quickly load my fueling today. I know that we need 6,000 kilograms of fuel, and we are today obviously operating out of, I will go down back into that really quickly, but we're operating today out of LOWI, which is Lima Oscar Whiskey India, aka Innsbruck. Align the IRSs, and the window heats can come on. We'll leave all that sort of packs on, we'll leave all the packs as they are, sorry. Your damper can stay as it is. We'll set that to cruise today, which we're cruising up to London Gatwick at flight level 380. That can go in like that. Position and lights can come on. Not bad, not bad. So Innsbruck can go in like that. We'll come back down actually to the FMC. We'll go route LOWI to Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, and it's Delta Alpha Tango Uniform Juliet, which I just need to find really quickly. Alpha Tango Uniform Kilo Uniform Juliet. So we're flying today, which we're cruising altitude of level 380. Sorry about that, just had to start that. Had to start the tracker, sorry about that. Car route today, so we'll just search for LOWI. LOWI, where are you? We're obviously running off co-route, which has its ups, has its downs, to say the least. Is that what we're running today? LOWI to Echo Golf Kilo Kilo? Yes, it is. Okay, that's good. We'll execute that. So what we'll do now is we'll program our departure in. It's telling me it's going to be our Mogti. Obviously, it's the first waypoint which we're using today. Active Sky Next is telling me the visibility is just getting worse and the wind's variable. And so that means we'll be operating off of runway 26 today on a Mogti 1 hotel. Execute that. Route can go in like that. Flight number today is TOM25K. Performance in its transition altitude already in. Zero fuel weight today is 51 actually. Reserves are 1.1. Cost index of, we'll just go cost index there, 36. Cruising at flight level 380. Obviously not that heavy today. Execute that. M1 limits, we'll go for a 24k D rate. Takeoff, we're running off flaps 5. Set the trim of 4.95 as well. V2 speed today, a 139, that can go into the MCP. Departing runway 26, that can go onto the heading, and it's going to be up to 5,000 feet after departure. And I'll have the flight directors. Thank you. Fuel pump can come on, APU can come on now, and that is all good. It's quite a quick start up today. Auto brake can come on. And have another quick look at the livery. So, to my fly, I think that's how it's pronounced. And operating under Thompson fly today, obviously. But I just wanted to fly this aircraft, really. Such a nice repaint. Haribo Troppy Fruit T. Delta Alpha Tango Uniform Juliet. You can just start to hear APU kicking in now. So what we'll do is go to doors on the second FMC. And we'll close the required doors. Set the parking brake. We're not on that's in, but just the habit of 122.8 comes in quite frequently. 2,200 on the squawk. There we go. That's how you set a PMDG 737 up in a couple of minutes. It's amazing. Lose the yellow caution. That means APU should just come on. So we'll have APU. We'll go off the brakes now. Starting number 1 today. First, the other fuel pumps can come on. Isolation valve can go into auto. Electronic pumps can come on. Leave the probes off. The yaw damper can also come on. And the starting engines today. He's going to be starting number 2 first. That's going to be the starting sequence. So just stand by. I just need to quickly check that everything is ready and raring to go. Which it is. Always good. So number 1 along to ground. We'll just let it do what it needs to do. We're going to wait for a enter of about 21, 22 before we give number 2 any fuel. So there we go. So we hit number 22 now. Wait for it to sort of stabilise, which it has done, and we'll give number 2 some fuel. Now, to operate now, we have to wait for the starter cut out. Oh, why has it done that? That's my bad. I need that down there really to help us. Anti-coal lights can come on. Give the cabin crew a quick buzz. To be fair, the anti-collision light should have come on a little bit earlier, but pilot error. There's the starter cut out, which you've just heard. Starting number 1. Number 2 can go along to continuous. Same again, wait for the stable down here. It's great to have the rudder pedals back as well, guys, I must say. Thank you very much, Saitek, for sorting out my replacement due to a technical fault. Give number 1 some fuel, and now, like I say, we can actually lose that now. That can come up onto there. Wait for starter cut out on number 1. And the temperature is actually 0 degrees. It's quite cold. Runway 26 for takeoff today, which is pretty much just right hand turn then backtrack. Taxi light can come on, the turn offs can come on. Wait for starter cut out. Shouldn't be too long. There's starter cut out. That can go to continuous. Generators on, and the main APU can now come off. Packs can now come on also. APU bleed off, packs on. That's fine really. Logo light can come on. It's sort of early morning. Okay, flaps 5. Ensure they're okay and on their way down, which they are. And release the parking brakes. Slowly increase the throttle. Now the thing is here at Innsbruck is there's no actually official taxiways. When you land here in real life, it's more like not really might be a follow me car, but it's very much sort of find the parking sort of area which you're located at, and they'll just guide you in that way. Obviously there's a main taxi line here, but it would sort of no guiding for the gates. So, you know, just one of them interesting airports. T-gas can now come on. The cabin crew can get sat down. Cabin crew, thank you very much. Seats for landing, please. Seats for takeoff, sorry. Yes, seats for takeoff, thank you. It's an early morning start for us on the flight deck, as you can probably tell. Terrain on, that is going to be very, very important for us on our departure today. We'll have weather on the first officer's display. And he can have the VORs as well. We're going to set no initial VORs today. You might need them in real life, but we're not going to set any today. It's still quite dark on the flight deck, so we'll consider that. We'll have a little bit of background lighting. Auto throttle can come on, which it obviously has done. And I'll have traffic on my display as well. And the retractables can come on. So in this time, the cabin crew would have given us a ding dong saying the cabin is secure, which hopefully it is. Otherwise, in for a little bit of trouble. Or going to be a bit of a bumpy takeoff for them at the back of the cabin. So just commencing our last bit of the backtrack, a little bit more power on the throttle, just not really fancy stopping. Now, we're okay to take off. There's nothing really going to be stopping us. Just need to sort out my rudder pedals. There we go. So, stable as we are. Now, after departure, we have to be careful, obviously, because of the great big scooping mountain in the head of us, and obviously the really bad visibility which we're greeted by. So, let's say about 40%, wait for stable. M1, stable, I'm going to say toga. Takeoff. Speed tiller active, 80 knots. First officer would say cross check, 100 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Follow the flight director. Expect some poor visibility. Command A, we'll go level change now on LNAV. And we'll go now climb to flight level 180. So now we're getting greeted by that extremely poor visibility. We'll go for the speed now to 210 knots. Instantly now passing 4,000 feet. We're just waiting for that poor visibility really, which we just literally have just encountered. So what we'll do now is go flaps 1. Lovely scenery here in Innsbruck. That can come off, that can go off. We'll go 235 on the speed now. Just try and get us out. It's quite clever this departure, how it just guides you round. So that's it for us then guys. Flaps are now going up. We're clearing the terrain errors here at Innsbruck. All that's left for me to say is look forward to joining us on our approach into Gatwick. As it stands, it's expected to be a timber arrival and it's expected to be 26 left. So we'll see you very, very shortly. Hello there guys, and a very welcome to our approach into London Gatwick. We're just passing now flight level 80. We're on the level change, we're on the heading select, we're just coming in runway 26 left. We'll be making an ILS approach this morning into Gatwick. And just about to commence a right hand turn before then hopefully establishing on the localizer and then bringing it down. Like I say, there's 7,500 feet at the moment. Just keeping the speed up at 248 knots, just to try and increase the rate of descent as best we can. We've got the speed brakes fully deployed as well, and then obviously when we sort of hit the timber there'll be a right hand turn in and then we'll be all good. Picking up the localizer on glide path early obviously, but everything should be okay to be completely honest. So let's pass 6,000 feet, so we'll set local QNH now 1005, and it is very, very stormy in the vicinity here at London Gatwick today. Right hand turn now, 325 degrees. Speed back to 240 knots. As you can tell, the visibility is not very nice. It's sort of matching Innsbruck. Thunderstorm was in the vicinity and it's raining as well. So anything, but it's quite nice. Ignoring the rain and the storm, it's quite nice. So we'll continue that heading now all the way round to 345 on the heading. So obviously speed can go back up now to 248. Just wanted to slow down for that turn. That should now help us with the rate of descent. I'm hitting sort of 4,100 feet. I'm going to pull the speed right back to about 220 knots. Obviously we've got the weather radar on, and we have to turn that off currently. Just sort of, we know the bad weather is because we can actually see it. That's why the majority of the weather radar is used in the evening at the majority of airports as well. Speed back obviously now 220 knots. Just about to pass 4,000 feet. Okay, speed back now to 205 knots. We'll use vertical speed very, very shortly. The weather is not really getting any better, is it? The visibility, if anything, is getting worse, which is always nice. Struggling to get that speed back as well. There's the 1,000 to go alarm. Come on, speed. Back on our side. Go flaps 1 now. So flaps 1, trying to bring that speed back the best we can in the best possible way. We'll lose speed brake. Maintain flaps 1. Okay then, very shortly we will commence a left-hand turn. .180 on the speed. Flaps 5. 2. 5. Left-hand turn now of 275 degrees. There we go, and we'll engage via our localizer. Vertical speed just to get us down to 3,000 now. That one just go down to 2,200 on the vertical speed. It won't obviously hit that. Just want to get down to 3,000 feet as quick as we can now. Okay, speed back 160 knots till 40 ME here at Gatwick. Obviously, that's the procedure. There's a localizer. There's the glide path. Engage approach. Select command B. Tell the cabin crew they can sit down now. They can go to continuous. Cabin crew, thank you very much. Seats for landing, please. Seats for landing, thank you. Retractables can come on. Here we go. Arm the speed brake. There we go. Let's put the sound up a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better, isn't it? There we go, there should be the glide path. 8 DME. There we go. Visibility obviously is not helping us at all. Flaps 15. Gear down. Feet on the pedals. And there's a bit of a crosswind, so we're going to bring that speed back now. So we'll bring that speed all the way back now to we'll go back now to 141. That's going to be today's speed. Okay, flaps 30. The only reason why we brought it back from 160 knots was simply just due to the fact there's quite strong crosswinds here at Gatwick this morning. It's not really helping, the visibility's not very nice. Just about to break through the cloud anytime soon. There's the runway just coming into view now. 23 knots on the crosswind. Yeah. Rain and thunder, like lightning, you can probably make out. The speed, the wind now is just calming down. Reset QNH 1006. 1,000 feet. Bang on time. I'll take control. Leave the auto throttle in. Hello Gatwick. First landing with the new rudder pedals. $400 feet. Lose auto throttle. 300 feet. 200 feet. Landing. Yeah, shut up. Idle the power. Slowly have a bit of a flare. There we go. Easy dock completely going overboard, as it usually does. Reverse is out. 70 knots, cancel reverse. Manual brakes. Lovely jubbly. Not bad, and it's quite windy. I'll take that. And the landing rate was minus 213. Not bad at all. Completely over exaggerated by EasyDock, but what do you expect? Okay, they can come off. They can come off. They can come off. The taxi light can come on. Strobes come off, and we'll get off to a gate. Flaps can come up. And today we are going to gate 145, I believe, if it's available. Yes, we are. Expect a bit of lag. Always happens. British Airways will be the turnaround handler today. There's the GSX lag, and there's the rain. What more could you ask for? A marshal has been dispatched on site. Oh, forgot about the spoilers. They can come down. And it stopped raining again. Lovely. APU can come on. But they are waiting for us. Quite quickly we're travelling, but nothing wrong with that. Okay, ILS frequencies can get changed. That's just going to off put us. That can come off 2000 on the squawk. Taxi light can come off. Just don't really fancy blinding the martial art, which has been picked up. Tighten my rudder pedals a bit more. There we go. Okay, 145. Start the turn in now. Terrain can come off. Like that whole display actually can come off. It's just a bit off-putting, to be honest. Come on, be a babe. Bang. Not bad at all. Parking brake set. I will have that, thank you very much. Lose number 1. I can come down. Lose number 2. Off. And sort out the overhead panel. Okay. Then fuel pumps can all come off. We'll leave the one on which we require. Your damper off. Probe heats off. Window heats off. Electronic hydraulic pumps can come off, seatbelt signs can come off, packs off, isolation valve open, APU bleed can come on, recirculation fans can come off as well. Don't really need to, but they can come off, and there's thunder. Anti-collision light off, and we will request deboarding. Yellow anti-coal light off, and we'll now go ground connections, wheel trucks, ground power, and doors. We will set. Oh no, we'll open up the required doors actually first. We'll open up the cargo doors first. And the rear door can be opened. That's in place. Open that one up. Not bad at all. Ready to be handed over to the next crew. Amazing service. Reset the fuel flow. Ensure the APU comes off because we're running on ground power. Fuel pump can come off as well. And the logo light can come off as well, really. It's daytime here on the ground. So there we go. That has come all the way from Innsbruck. The mountains deep in the Austrian Alps. TOM25K. There we go. On Haribo Choppy Fruity. Lovely. Delta Alpha Tango Uniform Juliet has made it. So there we go then, guys. It's the first video back with the new rudder pedals, and it was a bit of a challenging one. Windy, wet, and even more windy and wet on the ground at London Gatwick. So thank you ever so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and hopefully the next video, or one of the upcoming videos, will be going into the lovely airport of Innsbruck instead of flying out, because I know everyone's interested in the challenging approach into Innsbruck and how I'll set my sights on it. But hopefully in the coming weeks I'll have a Dash 8 checklist running and we'll be able to get the Dash 8 in there. That's the big aim. But anyways, a massive thank you for tuning in. Be sure to give that a like, subscribe, and on behalf of myself and the crew on board this today's service, thank you for tuning in, and bye bye.